I woke up to an email from YouTube telling me they blocked my video of my appearance on The Late Late Show with James Corden. CBS took down the video, so I put up my own and they blocked it. So I'm being silenced again. If you want to see that appearance, you can go to chrislaker.com. I have it over there, but you can't see it on YouTube. The big corporations still trying to shut me down, but they cannot because here you are. You're listening to me. So they have not completely silenced me, unless nobody is listening to this right now, in which case they have. They actually could silence me. They've silenced people. They. You know who they is. There's a you don't want to start naming names in the they because then they really come for you. And you don't even they's changing all the time. So you got to keep your eye out for they everywhere. It's not a static entity. And you don't say anything if you see that. It's like the movie They Live where that's an old movie, but the dude puts on the glasses and he can see who the aliens people are, and the fact that he can see them, that makes him dangerous. So don't let them know that you know who they are. You just act normal. I mean, this is I'm joking around with the conspiracy theories that I mean, this is sort of true, but it's also like if I start doing too much conspiracy theory talk, I could get my mind there. I think that's what happened to Alex Jones. He just was doing it for fun, and then he convinced himself. And so you got to be careful with that. Even just joking around. It's powerful. It's fun to think that you see through the lie, but everybody sort of sees through it. It's not like you're like, "Alex, oh, there's people that are controlling things and making our life worse." Yeah, it's called the world, dude. He's like, "Oh, but they're lizard people." "Oh, really? That's interesting. I didn't know that." And it doesn't even matter. They're not lizard people, but if they were lizard people and they were chill, it'd be if there was lizard people dressed up as people and you didn't know who they were, but they were just being cool, nobody would care. I wouldn't care. It's not my business. If you're minding your business, I'm minding my business. You could be a lizard person because if you're a chill lizard person, you gotta dress up like a human. Otherwise, you're getting hassled everywhere. People got a lot of questions if you're walking around a big talking lizard, just going to a restaurant, going to work and stuff. People are gonna bother you. You gotta put on your mask and your fake human suit and blend in. It would be kinda crazy if you are a lizard person, then to start trying to run for political office, because that draws a lot of attention. I think you'd wanna be low key as possible. If you're a lizard person, you wanna work in a cubicle or have a job where people don't pay that much attention to what you're doing. You wanna fly under the radar. I guess maybe it's a hide and plain sight thing. There is no lizard people. I don't want it to sound like I actually believe that there's lizard people. I'm just walking through the logic of the lizard people because I got on this conspiracy thing because YouTube emailed me. That is true. There is a YouTube email. They are silencing me, but it's really just because of some automatic copyright thing. I posted a clip of a television show I don't own the rights to. It, it's really kind of normal. I don't know why I expected them to be okay with it. Okay, let's get to the news. Father of USS Lincoln sailor taken into ICE detention while son deployed in Middle East. I'm starting to rethink my position on the lizard people. The ICE agents could be the lizard people. They don't look like healthy people, a lot of them. They kind of look weird, misshapen. They could be wearing some sort of human suits. And if the government found out, oh, here are the lizard people, they find lizard people and say, if you don't become an ICE agent and start doing all this awful shit, we're going to tell everybody you're a lizard person. And then also, we're going to take you to a lab because we got to learn about the lizard people. We just found out about you. So you got a choice: put on your human suit and go be an ICE agent. Tackle a pregnant woman in the street, smash people's windows out of their cars for no reason, things like that. They might not even give them a choice. They might say, "Oh, you're a lizard person. We got your lizard kids." I got to say, this is all speculation on my part. I have no evidence. Okay, I'm just thinking about the lizard people. I would say there's no lizard people, and then you talk about ICE agents. You're like, is it possible? No, it's not possible. But if I found out they were lizard people, I wouldn't be like shocked. Things would make more sense. But they're not lizard people, so it makes less sense. World's ocean hits hottest temperature on record in August. The great thing about when we set these records for hottest temperature of the ocean, things like that, is that we're gonna beat it. So it's not like, oh, we set the record, we did it, now it's kind of boring. It's like, no, it's gonna get hotter than that. And so go enjoy it now. It's probably a nice temperature now to be in the water. Not if you live in it, not for the plant life and the fish and everything. It's not good for the environment, just the world in general. But that's dying. So enjoy what you can right now, right? Get in that ocean, get in that warm water. Don't let any of it go in your mouth. You really don't want that. It's pretty gnarly. And let's not even get into it. What's in there? Don't even want to think about it. Put that out of your mind. Enjoy the day at the beach. Two Phoenix police officers face felony charges after alleged unreported traffic stop. Every time I see a story about a cop getting in trouble, I'm shocked because I usually see stories about cops not getting in trouble. So this must have been pretty fucked up. They're probably more shocked than anybody. I don't really understand what they were doing with unreported traffic stops. I guess they were harassing people and then just not reporting the traffic stop or they just stop somebody randomly, end up assaulting somebody and let them go and not report the traffic stop. Well, whatever it is, they're in a lot of trouble. One of those dudes looks a lot like a guy I know, but it's not the guy I know. He just looks a lot like the guy I know. But the guy I know, he's a nice guy. He wouldn't do anything like this. Sean Grayson, ex-deputy convicted of killing Sonia Macy, dies in prison 6 months into his sentence at age 32, attorney says. That is probably the easiest way to get out of prison. Across Nashville neighborhoods, parked Waymos are recording you. I never like to look at those Waymos. But ever since people put in all those Ring doorbells, I don't even think you can complain about surveillance state anything. If you have a Ring doorbell and you're like, oh, the government is looking at me or the Waymo or anybody else is spying on me, you paid for one of the spy cameras and you have a subscription monthly to say, oh, let me keep the spy camera going. And that information's going to Amazon or they're owned by Amazon. I don't know that the information goes there. It could, though. And now Waymo's doing it. And I don't even know why. And they'll say, oh, it's all secure. Actually, we delete all of it. We're not spying. And then you find out later that they are. But I don't even know if they're trying to give excuses. They could just say, oh, fuck off. We're Waymo. Oh, you're going to take your chances with an Uber driver? You're going to get in our robot car and you're going to like it. And we're going to spy on you. And what are you going to do about it? You haven't done shit to Amazon. So, yeah, I think we're going to be okay. Iran threatens 45 tankers with fines, confiscation in Hormuz escalation. This story is obviously a lie because I've been promised that the United States has been controlling the Strait of Hormuz this entire time. I don't know where Iran thinks that they can be fining or threatening when they have no control. They have no military. The military has been decimated, as we've been told a number of times. We don't need to negotiate with them because everything's working out just great over there in Iran. So this story is something's wrong because I think we're about to rename the Strait of Hormuz the Strait of America. Lee Greenwood's going to go out there and sing Proud to be the Strait of America. Voting begins for Colorado's first ever Fat Marmot Week. We have learned the hard way that voting is important. So if you're in Colorado, it's your duty, go out and vote for one of these fat marmots. Because if the wrong one gets elected, you don't know the implications of that. Get out there and vote. Distracted Italian pedestrians who cross road while on phone could be fined under new code. I can't believe this isn't a law everywhere all the time. And a little more than a fine, maybe a couple days in jail. Or maybe you lose your phone. No phone. You got to use a landline. You got to go home. You got to get an answering machine. You got to start using payphones. And maybe after a certain amount of time, if everything's cool and you haven't committed any other crimes, you're allowed to have a beeper.